second question is, where are Western countries heading towards? I believe that we will continue the current trend that we're seeing, and that is that manufacturing and production will continue to move out of the Western countries. As companies move their operations to countries with lower labor costs, I think this is an obvious one. Everybody knows that our wages are increasing, the prices are increasing, everything is getting more expensive. So for companies to have the same margins or remain positive or net positive, they will move a lot of time their actually manufacturing production sites to abroad. This means that fewer companies will manufacture or produce in our countries, which means fewer jobs in general. But those that will stay, they will have a lot of excellence and optimization within their operations. So this means that they want to reduce the operating cost for them to make the product, because let's face it, people are a pretty large portion of the cost for a company. So in order to reduce that, they will optimize the use. Also, like, people is one place, of course, but also automation and in AI. But basically, they want to optimize the company so that the operating cost for them to make the same product abroad is similar, so that it's competitive, that they don't have to import it. This could be also driven by environmental benefits, that we don't have to import this much. So what will happen is that certain aspects of manufacturing production may remain within our countries, within our allied groups, I would say. But though this probably would not be competitive on a larger global scale. I think other companies in other countries can produce the similar things cheaper. So it's more about strategic reach, maybe, for those certain companies to be in range of us if anything geopolitical happens, that we still are able to get those the necessary products that we need for those times. So I think as a result, we will become more dependent on other countries, especially those with the lower operating costs. They will make our goods more cheap, and may even reach a point that we provide more money to them than they they provide to us. So right now we're delivering services. This means like the know-how, the manufacturing of the companies itself, the building of the companies. But this can also change or shift in certain time frame, because let's face it now, most of our work or most of our project work is already some kind of outsourcing towards cheaper labor cost countries. For example, if I have a project that is not too complex, most of the time we will launch it to somewhere in India or something, and they fix it for us, and then they send it back, and we can charge them the full fee, I guess. This does not happen for the whole project, but I think parts of projects are already being outsourced left and right in each company to outside or abroad. So while this is not inherently a bad thing, because we provide them money, they provide us with the goods that we need, it may result in fewer opportunities and a less prominent role for us in the future, because they are not dependent on us as much as we are on them, even though that we provide these services. But as I said, in the future it might catch up to us, because they actually have all the goods that make our stuff and that we consume. We in Belgium especially don't have a lot of things that we make. We make maybe a few things, but not really the essentials. I think that's all come from abroad. They're all from farms and mines abroad. It's not something we make ourselves in Belgium. So I think our biggest aspects of why, or what is important for us Western countries, is the quality of our work, and that we actually meet our targets in a timely manner. I think this will remain crucial, and this will be our best characteristic of our work, that we have realistic goals and a clear plan of action. It is though important to note that the situation can vary greatly between different industries, regions and countries. as I said, geopolitical factors may involve certain allied groups to remain certain manufacturing and production sites within their reach, or for environmental concerns, maybe that will be big enough one day that they are like, okay, we cannot move everything out of here because they just spit or dump everything in the ocean. This is not good or beneficial for us, so we are gonna keep tabs on it. Therefore, this, what I'm saying, might reflect a general trend, but it's definitely not a complete picture or anything like that, because the world and the global economy is way more nuanced than any one of us can ever know, I think.